to YouTube and to the planner community overall. I've really always been a planner and a paper planner, and super excited and geeking out at the new planner day when that opens up and when we get to move into the new planners. But I was not familiar at all with this community and that this existed. So I enjoy talking planners as well as watching other people do the same. So I thought that I would hop on and give myself some space to do just that. I'm a super functional planner, which you'll see. After learning that these exist, I do like stickers and pretty washi and things, but overall there's lots of pen on my pages. It's not the same style, color, necessarily coordinating pen with other decorations. I get my spreads ready when I move into a planner as far as my monthly stuff and even some of the weekly things, and I write them down as I learn about them, as I schedule them. So doing like the weekly plan with me is like go in each week and sit down like I don't. Stuff is set up for months in advance in my planner as soon as I know that those things are happening. But I thought that I could share some setup, share some flip throughs after the fact. I love on here the beautiful spreads and things that I see from people who have all the coordinating things and everything looking so perfect and putting it in all, at one point in time, pre-planning through sticky notes or whatever. All those things end up so beautiful and perfect. But that is for sure not my style. There's nothing, super perfect about my style. And so for a little while, I spent some time feeling poorly about myself and my planning because of that, and the lack of perfect vibes that kind of comes with that. So I really kind of put myself out there with my messy planning that works for me in my messy life, honestly, that I love so much, in hopes that maybe there's somebody out there who will, gain something from this or from anything that I might have to share. So my paper planning goes, way back to elementary school. The planners provided during that time. After college, I moved into all right, so because of what I do, moving into an hourly format with my work, requiring a lot of timing and travel to and from all these places where I travel to for my work. Started buying them, I think maybe at Staples, and then I could get them some other places, and then my agency has provided them through wherever they are getting their other office supplies in the last couple of years. So what this looks like I write big and I write a lot. So my monthlies had a lot of general, our personal appointments and things on them. My weeklies had lots of work-related appointments when I would get done doing paperwork. I had highlighted them, different codes and different things, and codes isn't the word I was looking for, but highlighted according to different keys. So that was 2021. That was a 15-minute increment planner, which is probably best case scenario. This is 2022's. It's 30 minutes. That's a minimum requirement for me just because of what I do, and I have lots of appointments that are timed, and I need to have them on that. And so this one, just pretty, what was I going to say on this? Oh, so I did get, to doing some of the prettier things and putting some vinyl on it kind of just for fun. But otherwise, it's just a whole lot of pen in my planner and whatever color pen I have handy. I love, Papermate Flares. Sorry, totally lost my train of thought. Love Papermate Flares. But anyway, so my love for 8.5 by 11 planning, learning about this community, I discovered Plum Paper and Erin Condren, and so I was so excited to get into a planner for 2023, and I landed on the Plum Paper because it has the 8.5 by 11, which is what I'm used to. Was positive that was going to work. It's an hourly layout. I admittedly went pretty hog wild with sticker kits for the dashboard and the monthlies. So I've got this whole thing, monthlies, decked out all the way through wherever. And my weeklies kind of the same thing. I love the smooth paper. I am one of the people that enjoys smooth paper. So like Erin Condren paper is great, but it's not, you know, really my preference necessarily. So anyway, I did not do very many weeks in this. For some reason, it felt too big. And everyone's like, you know, a lot of people think it's too big, but I'm having a hard time understanding why it felt so big, because I was used to big. I don't know if it was a change in me or what, but thought maybe like, okay, maybe this isn't my thing. And so I was just kind of trying to get a vibe and to figure out the things. I had some habit trackers printed in here and stickers. I mean, I just like had this whole thing. St. Patrick's Day is my favorite holiday, so that's fun. Anyway, so over the last year or so, I've been testing out daily planners and really struggling to find my vibe, which is a whole other video in itself, because I will take you through my daily planner journey this year, and it has been nuts. But anyway, so I've been trying to figure out how to just separate work and personal. I've always just had these and just noted personal stuff on it. Do I separate it? Do I keep it together? How do I do that effectively and efficiently so that I am where I need to be when I need to be there for everyone? And I don't yet have a solution to that. I'm still working on it. But so in all of this, I ended up with the Passport TN for a wallet with a list with an insert in it for lists. So that, you know, was great for a while, and I really like that. But then going through the YouTube rabbit hole, I really wanted something for when I was out and about, because again, this is the planner I'm working out of. So I wanted something out and about, small enough to put in my small purse, to have with me. I used to put appointments in my phone, you know, if I'm going to the doctor and scheduling a follow-up. But like, not everything is in my phone. And so if I'm looking at my phone, like, yeah, that's great, I can schedule an appointment and put it in my phone, but I could very well put it at a conflicting time because I don't have my appointments in my phone, nor do I want them there. So anyway, I went down the YouTube rabbit hole, and that's what led me to the Wonderland 222, where it has, you know, an hourly layout. It has the Tomoe river paper, which is smooth, which I really didn't think I was gonna like necessarily, but I love it. It's got the hourly layout, has an option for daily pages within, and had everything I was looking for. This tiny little guy, I'm like, okay, it'll be perfect to just throw in my purse so that I have the appointments where I need to be. And I fell in love with this thing. Fell hard. Totally all in. And so then I was like, hey, this guy can be my whole planner. And so it was for a few weeks. The last few weeks, I found on a kind of like a used group, someone getting rid of an A5 that hadn't been used but had been purchased. And so I'm trying that out for my work stuff, because I really did think that while this works great and I love it, that maybe a little bit more room would be helpful for writing, because I am used to writing so big. But I'm still kind of working through that, and I will show a video of how that's going as well. But got into this A5 and, into this A6, and I love it. And again, I set everything up ahead of time, and, you know, it's got graduation parties, and it's got planner Kate washing, and it's got, you know, holidays and days off noted for months in advance, because, you know, and I was all excited about the gel pens, but I don't love the amount of ridging, so I either use Papermate Flare, because actually that shows through less, or just sometimes I have typical ballpoint time, which isn't my favorite, but it does work. These are some pretty blank spreads later on. Just kind of getting into the decorating of things, and yeah, so loving this guy, absolutely love it. So that's just kind of you know, a brief looking at some of the things, and then using the daily pages in the back currently, and deciding how and when to get how I'm going to get through the rest of the year, and balancing work and personal and all of those things. But that is my journey from full-size letter planners down to an A6, and really having that be my preference. And so I'm going to come back with a whole setup video about this A6 next, and everything kind of that goes with it at this point in time, since it is my main planner right now, my everyday carry for 2023. But thank you for stopping by and spending a few minutes with me today. And I, like I said, I appreciate anybody who's going to take the time and check out my messy life and my messy planning and follow along with me in this space, because this is just something that's fun for me and I want to give it a try. So have a fantastic rest of your day.